So hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. This is our south tour. We've just set off. We spent an hour or so in horrendous traffic. We're at a service station, just going to have a little bit of a snack and then push on to our first destination. So let's get the intro out of the way and then I'll tell you a bit more about where we're going. So thanks for sticking with us. We're back on the move. So we're heading south. This is our south tour, and it's likely to be 7 or 8 weeks long. So a little bit more interesting than going north. When you go north, there's not a lot there. When you go south, there's lots more little towns, a little bit more to take in and to show you, which should be good. Traffic is now thinning out a little bit, which is nice. And our first stop is a small town called Waroona. We have stayed at this place before. It's a Shire provided facility. It's free. You have to be self-contained, which is all fine. So we've got about 42 minutes to go, and we'll show you around Waroona Oval, which is very nice. Okay, here we go. And Sid will do that all day.
He would. He'll have a break, he'd hold his ball and not drop it for a bit, but he would just keep going.
So it's quite nice that the Shire provide facilities like this, really. There is a water tap over there, and just round to our right over by these buildings is a dump point. So you can empty your toilet and you can fill your water tank, and it's all free, which is great really, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can do that for nothing.
Brilliant. That's all we need.
Sorry, babe?
That's all we need, isn't it?
It is. We have been here before, and the last time we came here, I flew my little model plane on this field here, and they'd even built
He says,
a thing for me to stand in there, so I was nicely shielded from the wind. Very thoughtful. The only slight drawback today is, as they've obviously top dressed this field, Sid's going to be full of sand.
Drop.
Come on, drop it.
He had enough. He said it's
Come
full
on,
of sand, this
drop
boy,
it. I can't throw the next one. You've got it in your mouth there. Okay, you can walk with it.
There's some dirty clouds up there. We might have to sit and have a glass of wine inside today.
Yeah, it does look
Over
a bit
there.
ropey actually.
It's behind you.
I think the forecast for the next few days down here isn't
Look up
particularly
there.
good. It looks pretty horrible actually. Anyway,
Okay.
we have wine, we have sausages for tea, we've got beer. We're living the dream. We're both porked up a bit recently. Angie's actually got a new solution to this weight problem. She's having bits cut out of her.
That's not funny.
It's not funny, is it? No. No, recently, and it will, I should really explain. For the next few days, we're staying relatively local to Perth because Angie had a sebaceous cyst on the back of her neck, the lower head, let's say, which you had removed a few days ago, didn't you? It was something and nothing. It was basically just a lump of gristle. But she's currently got about 11 staples in the back of her head. Just check this out.
Yeah.
So they're not giving her any pain or anything. You said you can't feel them, didn't you?
No, it's just getting tighter now.
Yeah, you can feel it tightening up a little bit.
But it's fine.
But a week today, we have to go back up to Perth just to have the staples removed. I offered to take them out for her, but she's not keen. I brought my pliers just in case she changes her mind.
You dirt me on purpose.
So anyway, we can't go too far for the next week, so we're just floating around areas that we know, and then once the staples come out and everything's back to normal, we can head further south and
We're going, Sid.
explore a bit further.
We're going.
Okay, you ready? You ready? You're shaking. Your back legs, you're on vibrate. You got a call coming in?
Pick him up and put him down again.
He wants me to throw the ball, but he also doesn't want to let go of it, so this is a little dilemma that we have.
We sometimes have 2 balls.
We do quite often bring 2 balls just for that reason. We might have to give him a wipe off with the cloth before we put him back in. He's slobbering and drooling and got all the sand sticking to him now.
Sounds a bit like you.
There was no need for that. Bit below the belt, wasn't it?
You're
Sit down.
A bit messy,
Sit down.
Sid, aren't you? Bit messy,
Good job.
aren't you?
Look at that face. So we're just having one night here, and then we're going to go a little bit further down the main road to a place called Brunswick Junction, where we've also been before, and it's effectively same sort of thing, really. They're quite good when you're trying to get from A to B, these, because they're free. So yeah, why pay for campsites and things? We don't need campsites. Okay, so welcome to the following day. We had a very nice peaceful night in Waroona, and we've just gone through Harvey and we're on our way to Brunswick Junction for our next stopover. It was nice and quiet last night, wasn't it, babe? And Angie made a extremely delicious sausage and sweet potato vegetable dinner, which was very nice. I actually gave a 10 out of 10, which is rare for me. I must be getting soft. So anyway, a few minutes and we'll be at Brunswick Junction. So we'll I'll tell you what I did want to just mention. Let me just so up to now on this trip, just for the techie people that like to know numbers and such like, we've done 173 kilometers up to now. We've been traveling for 2 hours and 31 minutes, and the average fuel consumption is 11.2 litres to the 100 kilometres. I'm not sure what that is in miles per gallon, but I'll work it out and put it on the screen. Alright, so see you in Brunswick Junction. Bye for now. The other thing that I'll just show you, and this is the beauty of motorhomes. Let me just battle my way out of here. My dodgy knee, it's always a bit awkward getting out. But you literally put the handbrake on. Having stopped, put the handbrake on. Must remember to stop first. Open the little gas bottle compartment, and in there, hard with one hand, open the gas bottle, and that is that. You're done. Handbrake on, gas open, kettle on. 15 seconds, 20 seconds, you're done. The kettle's on, you're ready to go. Now, I'd like to see a caravanner beat that. Shall I give Sid a quick chuck with his ball? Doesn't seem to be. There we go. Okay. Oh, he's excited. He's excited. Ready. So these showground places are absolutely ideal because they're always right next to a massive field, which is great for the dog. And they usually supply some sort of hard standing, so you're level. You don't have to mess about leveling or anything. And it's ideal. Water supplied, dump point supplied, done. I think this dog is currently living his best life. He's loving these travels. Okay, good job. Well, good morning. It's the following morning, and we actually didn't bother going into Brunswick at all yesterday afternoon. Yeah, we just had a bit of a wander around the showground, which was very nice. Yeah, so we've booked in a couple of days at Bunbury on the kind of foreshore there. It's a bit of a weird situation, isn't it, babe? It's like parking car park.
I can't visualise Bunbury at all.
No, it's quite a long time since we've been to Bunbury, so
visualise Bunbury.
It'll be interesting. We've got a full day there. We've got 2 nights and a full day, so that should be nice. But we thought we'd just give you a little quick look round the showground here, because the surprising thing with these small towns is that they're very small towns. There's very little there. You can't imagine there's many people live there. But they all have these big showgrounds, don't they? You look over in the distance there, you can see the cattle sheds. And there's always a big football field and usually tennis courts and everything else. It's just quite odd that the town is so small, yet they seem to have such good facilities. And you
Brown,
go...
green bowling and all sorts they have, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
All
yeah,
sorts.
yeah. And you go 20 minutes down the road to the
actually
next
have that.
town, and they've got the same
Sit
again.
down. Sit.
It's quite
me
strange,
to throw
but it's good. And it's
Would you
good
like
that
me
they
to
give you
throw
the
it?
opportunity to park like
Sit
this.
down then. Sit.
So we've got a bit of a miserable day today. If you can see over the top of us there, it's very cloudy. It's forecast a fair bit of rain on and off, I think. And maybe we'll get some in Bunbury too. We've got about a
Drop
20, I think about 25-minute drive to
You
Bunbury.
can drop it.
But at least it feels like we've not been for a long time, so that'd be quite nice. Check out the space that they've got here. There's a huge big football and rugby field there, pavilions, there's all sorts of, there's a man shed.
Guide shed.
Guide shed, yeah.
What was that car thing?
For anybody
club.
that's never heard of a man shed, it's very much an Australian thing. I don't know whether it's just West Australia, but every town has at least one man shed, and it's for older fellas, it's for old retired chaps that just want to get together somewhere to hang out, and they're usually blokes from trades, so there'll be sparkies and carpenters and all sorts of things, and they have quite a lot of equipment. It must be funded by the Shire.
They make things, don't
And they make things and they sell things to sort of put a bit of money back into the town, I suppose. But it's a really good idea. It's just a load of old fellas that want to get out of the house for a few hours, and they meet down at this huge great big shed with loads of tools and equipment that they couldn't either afford to have or had space for, and they make stuff, and they presumably drink coffee and slag off the wives and
How could they do that?
all that sort of stuff, you know. So yeah, that's what a man shed is, and this is what a daft dog is. He will do this all day.
You say that every time you film.
I know, I say it every time, yeah, but he will. The world, Sid's world, revolves around the ball
And tickles.
and tickles.
Most men are the same.
Revolves around their balls and tickles.
I go drop it. Are we sharing it?
She's very cheeky. Okay, so we will wander back and final bit of putting things away and be on our way to Bunbury. Okay, so last couple of things to do before we leave a site are always the same. We first of all empty the toilet and the dump point, and I think, am I right in thinking it's my turn this time?
Yeah, it's your
Is
turn.
it my turn? Yeah. It's funny, I could have sworn I did it last time.
I
But
could have sworn it was your turn to clean the shower, but it was mine.
anyway, enough said. Empty the dump point, fill up the water tank, just in case there's any, not too available water when we get to Bunbury. There will be somewhere, but it's nice and easy here, so we'll fill the tank, and then we're good to go. There's the dump point, and there's the water tap just by that post. This is the bit you don't want to see. I won't film this bit for obvious reasons. Nice. Okay, so just the water to do. Toilet is empty, so the water, just undo that, doodah on there, hose out of here. Oh, whoa. Okay, the tap just got me, hence the damp patches there, but we have a filter on the hose, and that simply bobs on there, and then on she goes, and that was the tap spraying out there. It got me a minute ago. So that's it. So everything that goes into the water tank is filtered first, and that will gurgle away for 5 minutes or so and fill up our tank for free. Meanwhile, I'll be willing to bet Angie is reading. Yes.
What?
She is reading. There we go. So when it's full, that's what happens. It starts overflowing. Job's a good one. We've got our travel coffees prepped and ready to go. down there in our Yeti cups. This has become quite a habit, hasn't it, babe?
Yes.
Coffee on the go, yeah. Right, so we will catch up with you in Bunbury. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so we have just arrived in Bunbury and we've got quite an interesting situation here. This is another one of the council provided free sites, and if I just flip the camera around, there's the ocean in the distance, and obviously a car park here, and the provided sites for motorhomes are in this lay-by here. So you can't tell because I can't show you, but there's a motorhome directly behind me, and I'm parked in this little lay-by here. There's this car, this van in front of me, and nothing in front of him at the moment. But the interesting thing is that we'd never foresaw, never come across this situation before, is if I show you in the mirror, if you can see down the side of the van there, there's a roundabout, white car just coming off the roundabout, and literally down the side of this lay-by where we are parked, you can also see the van that's parked behind me there. But the dilemma that provides us with is our slide out, which is effectively our bed head, slides out on that side. So if I put the slide out there, it's basically sticking pretty much into the road. It probably wouldn't, it comes out 600 mil, so it would certainly come out to the extent of that yellow dotted line on the floor. But the slightly dodgy thing is, if somebody wasn't paying attention and came around in a big van or something, they could wipe out the slide out if they clipped it, you know, and that's where your head is.
So we'll not do that.
I mean, I could look at this from the point of view of Angie sleeps on that side of the bed, so at least I'd get some warning. But what we've come up with, and I think we're going to try it for tonight, is this. That's the situation with the slide in. So that's safe now. So we could effectively get rid of them and basically sleep like that on just a short bed. Normally this would slide out 600 mil or 2 feet, and then the bed extends by 600 mil, or well, extends by about 300 mil or 1 foot. Just grab this camera, Angie, and I'll just lie on that just to give some indication. But at least we would feel a bit safer. So
Put your feet on that then.
yeah, effectively I'd get rid of that pillar, but effectively I would be kind of like that, really. Have you got my head in there? Yeah, you have, yeah. No, because this bolster here is part of the mattress that folds down when the bed's out, so you gain an extra foot that way and you gain an extra foot that way, hence the 2 foot that the slide out goes. So we're kind of stuck with that. We can't take that off, so it would be a little bit squashy. But having said that, we have read, and I don't think it's a bad idea to try this, because people do say if it's really, really windy, it's a good idea not to put the slide out because there's like a little awning over the top, and if the wind is really bad, it can rip it. So if you're ever anywhere where it's really stormy, we should be able to get by through the night like this. So I just have to climb over Angie if I need the loo, because obviously that's down there. So anyway, that was a bit unexpected, but we'll try it tonight. There is a caravan park just around the corner, so if we're supposed to be here for 2 nights, so if it doesn't work or it's a nightmare, we'll just go to the caravan park tomorrow night. So we'll give it a go tonight anyway. So right, let's crack on. Oh, in fact, it's about lunchtime, isn't it? We could do with having something to eat.
Some dirty clouds and let them go.
Yeah, I'll just show you this. It doesn't look nice out there, really, to be fair. So yeah, it's pretty miserable. So it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so I think we'll have a bit of lunch and then maybe try and have a walk. All good. Hi folks, and welcome to our next South season. That's no good. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Hang on, let's give that lens a wipe. It's starting to thin out a little bit now, and it's been pretty hectic so far. Nah, it's all a bit ermy and shit, isn't it?
I said it looks a bit dark up there. We might be...
No, just start again,
Okay.
like not I said. One.
Okay. I said them clouds. No,
You
done
did
it
it again.